a tough game, right? A tale of two halves if you look at it from a scoreline perspective, and just kind of expected, right? The first time that we've played in over a year. And there's some emotions involved in the first half, and we had to weather that a little bit, and then we're able to regroup, and within that made a couple little adjustments at halftime. Nothing major. We just told our guys to continue to press on in terms of what we do, and there's going to be space, and we can still dominate in how we want to play. And then it led to obviously 3 goals in the second half. So it was an overall really good performance from start to finish. A lot of guys got some really good minutes. So I'm really happy for the group. That's a lot of work that they've been putting in for some time now. So, tip my hats off to those guys. They're the ones that, ran and competed and represented the program really well today. So proud day.
Coach, one of the storylines for this season is that there are a lot of newcomers to the team, and many of them contributed to this first victory. So I was wondering what that meant to the team.
Yeah, right. There's a lot of new guys, and so listen. Everybody has an opportunity every day at training, and whether it's a first-year guy in terms of a freshman or a transfer, we had a lot of productivity from newcomers today. And quite frankly, I guess you could say every guy's a newcomer because we're the newcomers on the staff, right? And so everybody's a newcomer in terms of us being together and pushing forward. So it was really good to see. Yeah. Ron Marshall had the first goal, Ryan Lee had the second goal, and Aiden Holmes had the third goal. So all 3 guys who today was their first game putting on a BU jersey. So, that's just 3, and those are the goal scorers. Then you can talk about, our 2 center backs who logged 90 minutes and a clean sheet, and Zhao and Kenny, and Andrew Wiki came in and played 45 in the second half in goal, and Gianluca Arlati at left back. So we had, a lot of new faces. So really happy for those guys and everybody, right? So it's just not, it's a culmination. So yeah, you're spot on with that.
What would you like to see improved for next game?
Oh wow, that's a broad one for me, considering we got to live in the moment right now. But I think if I'm just going to go right now, maybe to start a little better, and it's probably going to happen, just based upon, as I said, this is the first time we played in over a year, and so we kind of expected it would be a little rough early on, and so now we have to identify a little quicker start, and then I would also say, just in terms of the opposition and today, and Colgate and a tough team and set pieces, probably going to have to be a little stronger in terms of our preparation and long throws and corner kicks. So we were on the receiving side of some of those today, but those are 2 areas that we'll look at. And then, we really focus on ourselves. So how can we continue to be better every day, right? In possession and creating chances. So, but yeah, Kate, I would say those first 2 for sure.
Coach, after this win, I was wondering how the team's momentum is affected, since this is such a shortened season and you're only facing conference opponents.
Yeah, is there momentum? That's a great question. I think we'll just kind of listen. I know there's a lot of smiling, happy faces over there while the guys are stretching, and I think that we're just going to let them enjoy this moment and really savor it and be together, because that's what it's about, right? But will there be momentum? Yeah. Can we kind of pick up where after today and have a good session tomorrow morning? We'll be back in the morning, right? We'll get on the bus and we'll be back in. It's now our focus is on Holy Cross, right? And now we have to prepare for them. So it's kind of, you kind of put Colgate behind us in the sense of we have to prepare for Holy Cross, and it's less about the momentum and just more about us continuing to do the right things every day. And so I'm really, really happy for the group. Right now is a good moment as I'm sitting here watching these guys.
Coach, can you talk about your goalkeepers? You had to make the switch at the half. Can you talk about both of their performances? Because they both had some huge saves.
Yeah, both had to make some saves today, right? And every game a goalkeeper's got to do that, right? That's part of their job, and so you try to minimize that. But Mike came up big in the first half, and then we made a change at halftime, and Andrew came in and made some big plays and some saves in the second half. And listen, you get a clean sheet. Of course, that goes on the goalkeepers tally, but at the end of the day, that's a collective team effort in terms of getting the result and keeping a clean sheet. So two good performances out of those guys, but also a really good overall team shape and defensive performance as well, right? That goes hand in hand.